Team, my screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible.
So,
Yes.
today what we will discuss is mainly income tax deductions. Like we have to fill ITR on the end of a financial year. Every individual have to file an ITR whose income comes in tax slab. So governments provide some kind of deduction. Like if you are investing somewhere, your part of your income, and you are investing in some medical insurance, etc. There are so many kinds of investments or things which comes under income tax deduction. So वैसे तो इसको पूरा समझने के लिए पूरा एक सेमेस्टर लगा था हमको कॉलेज में, बट मैं ट्राई करूंगा कि आपका जितना भी कंसर्न का चीज है, जो भी आपका जो आपको वैल्यू रखता है, वो मैं इन आगे आने वाले 2 घंटे में आपको आपको करवा पाऊँ। कहीं भी आपको कोई डाउट हो तो प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क एनी क्वेश्चन। सो पहली चीज मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि हमारे अकाउंटिंग सिस्टम में जो हम ईयर फॉलो करते हैं वो कैलेंडर ईयर नहीं होता। जैन दिसंबर दिस नॉर्मल कैलेंडर करते हैं अकाउंटिंग। हमारा जो कैलेंडर यूज होता है वो होता है 1 अप्रैल टू 31 मार्च।
लैपटॉप से हो रहा है फॉर्म कर
1 अप्रैल टू 31 मार्च, ये 1 अप्रैल ऑफ दिस ईयर एंड 31 मार्च ऑफ नेक्स्ट ईयर, दिस इज कॉल्ड फाइनेंशियल ईयर। इस अब इस ईयर में आपने जितने भी इनकम अर्न करी उसको बोलते हैं टोटल इनकम या फिर ग्रोस इनकम। उसके बाद आपने इस फाइनेंशियल ईयर में आपने जो भी इन्वेस्टमेंट्स करी हैं जिसका आप डिडक्शन क्लेम कर सकते हैं, उसको हम डिडक्ट कर दें तो वो एक बनती है टैक्सेबल इनकम। मैं आपको एक शीट दिखाता हूँ, 1 सेकेंड। ये है वर्किंग शीट, ये मैंने आपको भी शेयर कर रखी है, ये आपको दिख पा रहा होगा। देखिए ये इस तरीके से मैं टैक्स कैलकुलेट करता हूँ। इसमें क्या है कि ये देखिए, पहले इधर सैलरी स्ट्रक्चर पे आते हैं, पार्टिकुलर्स, बेसिक, एचआरए, अदर अलाउंस एंड सम स्टैट्यूटरी बोनस। ये मेनली कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं किसी भी इंडिविजुअल को सैलरी के। लेकिन हम इस सैलरी को एक अजम्पशन पे मान के चलते हैं कि हम इस सैलरी को मानेंगे कि एनुअली आप कितना अर्न करेंगे। कभी भी
Nitish,
हाँ
Nitish, so Chennai team is also here. Could you continue this in English, please?
okay, no problem, sure
Thanks.
So this is salary structure, and there are mainly 4 components of this salary structure: basic, HRA, other allowances, and statutory bonus. So always when we calculate tax, there is an assumption that we are calculating the tax on this assumption that what gross income you will earn in this financial year, not you will earning today, this month, or this week, or 6 month, or if you changes your company, so what you have earned in previous company or what you will earn on next company. There is also always a some assumption from 1 April to 31 March what you have earned your gross income, that is called your gross income, and we always calculate tax on that income. And so next, so like I will start that there is a company named Peaky Blinders, and one of their employees Thomas Selby. Okay, and Mr. Selby joined the company on 1 April 2022. Okay, and it was conveyed by their HR that you will be getting some part of your income on basic HRA, other allowances, statutory bonus. Like this was his income, basic income was 50,000. Well, let's suppose don't go with this component. This is not so useful. If I try to let you understand everything, I will not be able to cover all these things in 2 hours. Let we assume that his gross income is 10 lakhs. It was agreed that you will earn 10 lakh. Here income from salary, what comes? 12 lakh. Are you getting my point? There is a formula like gross income multiplied by 12. I think this has crossed 1 crore 20 lakh. So I will just make this 1 lakh for a month, and his gross income will come 12 lakh. So this is his gross income. So let's come, what is first deduction we get under Income Tax Act? That is exemption of HRA. HRA means house rent allowance. If you're living on a rented accommodation, so you will be getting some kind of allowance or deduction in form of house rent allowance. What are the provisions? Income Tax Act says that you can only get the deduction minimum of these three things. What are these three things? Amount received as HRA. And please note, this is annual. What you will be getting annual HRA, not just for 1 month. So annual HRA, actual rent paid minus 10% of the basic salary or 50% of the basic salary. Suppose the Thomas Shelby has a basic salary 50,000 per month. So his basic salary for the annual will come is equal to this multiply 12. Okay, let this convert in numbers. So 6 lakh is 6 lakh is his,
तुम्हारा एक फोल्डर में यासिर नाम का फोल्डर है उसके अंदर
team, please mute yourself on. You should only unmute yourself when you have a doubt. So his basic income comes for this year is 6 lakh. Okay, let's suppose he is getting 30,000 and is at HRA. So his HRA part will be 3,60,000 and actual rent paid by Mr. Thomas Shelby for this year, whole year. Let's assume for the whole year is 2,40,000. So what our Income Tax Act says that you can get only the minimum of these three. Amount received as HRA for the whole year, that is 3,60,000. Okay. Actual rent paid, that is this minus 10% of the basic salary. 10 multiply this 10 minus this. That comes to 1,80,000 and 50% of the basic salary. Please note here that 50% of the basic salary is only for the metropolitan cities. Like there are 4 metropolitan cities by our Income Tax Act, that is Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, and Kolkata. So this is, and for other cities it becomes only 40% of the basic salary. So for suppose Thomas Shelby is living in Delhi. He is living in Delhi. So here he can get 50% of the basic salary. So 50% of the basic salary becomes multiply 50%. I hope you all know some basic formulas of Excel. If you have doubts at somewhere, please feel free to ask any question. Here I have put the minimum formula here, minimum of these three. Okay. So amount received at HRA is 3,60,000. Actual rent paid minus 10% of basic salary, it's come to 1,80,000 and 50% of his basic salary is 3 lakh. So what is the minimum of these three? 1,80,000. So he will be getting only 1,80,000 as a HRA deduction under this Income Tax Act. All clear? HRA part is done. Okay. Then there is a standard deduction. Standard deduction is what? Any person whose source of income is salary part, Income Tax Act says that 50% is 50,000 is a standard deduction which is applicable to all. Everyone can avail the benefits of this standard. So 50,000 is standard deduction. So 12,000, 12 lakh was his gross salary. 1,80,000 we have already given as HRA, then 50,000 also deducted. So his gross total income, which is now taxable, becomes 9,70,000 only. Then after these deduction, there come deduction under chapter
Nitesh,
6.
Nitesh,
And
sorry,
yes,
sorry
yes,
to
sir.
interrupt. Selva here. There is one more section, no? Allowances exempt under
Yeah, yeah.
section 1014.
Yeah,
D19 column.
10
D column 19 row.
D column 19.
10 14. You have explained 10 13A.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
more is that 10 14, which is mentioned
Around
as 0
section.
here.
Okay. I will get to this. I am only covering that portion that are of our concern. Like these portions, if I try to explain now, this will be a
So this
very
will not be applicable to us.
yeah, yeah. I am only covering that portion that is applicable to our salaried persons only.
Fine. Okay.
Okay. So after this comes the deductions. ठीक है, gross after this comes the other deduction that is covered under chapter 6A. So I will move to another sheet. We have, I think I have prepared under this only IT deductions. Okay. So these are the deductions. There are different sections like 80C, 80CCC, 80CCD, 80CCD. These will all covered in chapter 6 of this deduction. So let's start with one of the basic, which is I think every salaried person get the deduction under 80C, and they should, like, these are most people that they even don't know how to take the uh, profit of this section, but most people always invest in these 80C deduction. So I will cover what come under 80C are investment in any PFF. If you have any investment in public provident fund, like Gaurav Shukla is sitting beside me, he is having in PPF some kind of investment in PPF, and he is smiling. God, I got to know today. Then employee share of PF. You know that in some part you must be know that must be knowing that 1800 is something that is deducted from your salary. That is employees contribution. There is another part employer contribution, then there is employees contribution. So that 1800, that amount is that is deducted from your salary is also deduct can be claimed as deduction in under the section 80C. Then NSC, national national saving certificate. If you have deposited some amount in national saving certificate, life insurance premium, only the premium amount, but you are paying premium for this month, sorry, though this financial year, that is also covered in this section. And children tuition fees, your own children's tuition fees, if that is recognized from the institutes or school institution, then you can. Please note that private tuition fees that you are paying, like for home tuition, etc., that don't come under this deduction. I think someone was asking some question. Hello. Okay, no question. Home loan. See, home loan. If you have taken some home loan, so the principal part, not the interest part. Please note. Like suppose you have taken a home loan for 20 lakh. Okay, and you have to pay the premium amount on EMI or installment basis per year. Plus, you have to pay the interest amount also. So the company said that you have to divide this into 5 parts, and 4 lakh is the home loan. Uh, I can say the principal amount this you are going to pay this year. So this can be covered in 80C. Okay. Investment in Sukanya Samriddhi scheme, investment in any notified pension fund, mutual fund, and UTIs. Is and remaining something like others, LIC, bonds, debentures. If you have invested in somewhere like this, you can also claim in section 80C. So one thing that is not, that should be noted, what is the ceiling limit? Like if I have to pay the principal amount as 4 lakh, can I claim the whole 4 lakh? That question must be arising. Yeah, ELSS, sure. That is also covered. So the question is, if you are paying the 4 lakh amount, can you claim the 4 lakh amount? No. The answer is no. You can't claim anything you are investing here. The government said only amount that you can claim is 1,50,000. The combined limit, the combined ceiling for this is 1,50,000, not more than this. Apart from section 80C, there are some subsection of 80C, that is section 80CCC, that is amount deposited in annuity plan of LIC or any insurance for a pension. Like you have to retire someday at the age of 58 and 30, and you started saving from today, and you have deposited some amount or invested some amount in and with some annuity plan, that is also uh, can be claimed as deduction. So what's Akash's question? Do FD come under 80C? Is there a you can also.
Hi Akash. Yes, FD comes under 80C, but specifically when it is deductible under section 80C. The rate of interest will get you the rate of interest you will get very minimal amount, and interest part will be taxable.
Okay. So is there any amount above which if I get the interest, it will be taxable?
Yeah, interest income is taxable under Income Tax Act when it crosses above 40,000. Am I right? 40,000. Yeah, FD or
40,000 a
savings
year.
account, if you are getting interest or dividend above 40,000, that is taxable. Below that is not taxable.
No.
Okay.
If you are senior citizen, then interest limit is 50,000. If you are not senior citizen, then it is only 10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
Okay. Sorry
Okay.
about that. 10,000. 10,000.
10K.
When you go into the bank for the FD, specifically you have to ask for the FD which are deductible under section 80C. Then only on that FD you can get deduction under section
Okay.
80C.
Okay.
There are some kind of FDs that are deductible. There are some that not. You have to, like, first when you are investing in FDs, you have to आपको पहले उसके बारे में जानना पड़ेगा कि that part is deductible or not. Bank can provide the information about that if that is deductible or not.
Okay, one more thing.
Uh-huh.
If my interest is going beyond 10,000,
Yeah.
so if I let it's 12,000, so tax will be deducted on 2,000 or whole 12,000?
It will be tax will be covered only on amount exceeding rupees 10,000. Means
Okay.
in your case it is 2,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine,
Okay.
Thank you.
That actually the dividend or interest income comes under other income part. Like this is salary income part, other income part, and the total combined income is taxable under like a slab rate. So first, I think I should cover the slab rate. What is slab rate? Okay, sorry, but there are two slab rate: old regime and new regime. This is a very new one. Please note that you can choose one of the slab rate for any financial year. There is old and new, but in new regime you can't avail any deductions. Okay, so you have to choose very wisely which one you have to choose, like old regime or new regime. Like most people do their calculation if they don't have any say, and they don't have any investment they can't claim any deduction, then they usually go for new regime, because there are tax rates are further bifurcated, like 0 to 25 2.5 lakh nil, 2 to 2.5 to 5 lakh 5%. Like first two parts are exactly matching, 0 to 2.5 lakh nil, 2.5 to 5 lakh 5% tax. These two slabs are same in both the regimes, old regime and new regime. Further, there is a bifurcation, like in old regime 5 to 10 lakh, the tax rate is 20%, but in new regime it is further bifurcated at 5 to 7.5 lakh, you have to pay only 10%, and 7.5 to 10 lakh you have to pay 15%. So obviously there is a percentage different, and it become a very big difference if you don't have any investment, because if you are claiming some deduction, then you will be obviously profitable in old regime, but if you are not claiming any deduction, you will be profitable here in new regime. So this is where after that, about 10 lakhs there is a rate fixed 30%, but in new regime it is 10 lakh to 12.5 lakh 20%, 12.5 lakh to 15 lakh it is 25%, and above 15 lakh it is 30%. So this thing is this is your decision mainly, ki which regime you are going. But point noted is that old regime gives you all the benefits of deductions, but new regime did not provide any benefit for the deductions or investment or pension scheme you are availing. No benefits provided, in one word. So coming back to that working sheet, we were discussing, we have covered 80C, what comes under the deduction of 80C. After that, there are subsection of 80C, that is one of the subsection is 80CCC. So this is what you are planning for retirement at the age of 60, and you started investing in some annuity plan or LIC from now. Annuity plan is something like that the amount will be calculated on the real time basis, like today's rupees value is something, and in future it will be something. So what you invested today might, if I invested 50,000 and in after 10 or 20 year it comes to like 70,000, so obviously that will be very a big loss for me, but because at that time inflation will be something like that 70,000 will be nothing for me. So annuity plan is something plan that gives you the benefit on real time basis. What was the value of rupee 10 year before, and what will be the value of rupees 10 or 20 year after the investment. So this is called annuity plan. After that, 80CCD1, that is employees contribution to NPS, National Pension Scheme. That is also you can invest any amount what you desire to invest, but the limit is 1,50,000 you can claim as a deduction. After that, 80CCD2, employers contribution to NPS. On behalf of you, if your employer is investing in any NPS scheme, National Pension Scheme, that is also can be claimed as deduction. But condition apply, he can, or your employer can only he can invest anything, but you can only claim the deduction about 10% of your gross salary. It should not exceeding the 10% of the gross salary. And from here to here, all the four sections, the ceiling limit is 1,50,000. The combined limit should be 1,50,000. You can claim anything and you desire, like 1,50,000 here only, 1,50,000 here only, 50,000 here, 1 lakh here, something, whatever you want. But the ceiling limit is 1,50,000. This should not cross the 1,50,000. Point noted that you can invest anything what you desire, but the deduction you can only claim is 1,50,000. No point going above that. Deduction only part. Deduction you can claim only 1,50,000. Am I clear to everyone? Any doubts?
I have only one doubt, Nishant here. So say suppose I have invested 1,50,000 in ATC, but
Okay.
additionally I'm investing in NPS. Maximum is 1,50,000. Say
Yeah,
in my LIC and everything, 1,50,000 gets covered, and
Mhm.
after that I invest 1,50,000 in NPS. So that
Mhm.
1,50,000 will not be considered, right? It
No.
total of 1,50,000 will be
Yeah,
what I'll get as a deduction.
yeah, exactly.
And
For the all these four section, you will be getting only 1,50,000 at deduction. Okay.
understood. Then there's additional contribution to NPS. So you're
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
1,50,000 plus additionally, if I invest in NPS, then
Yeah,
I can claim 50,000. Is that what?
yeah. Yeah. Let me come to this point. Like, see, these four sections is covered, and you have exhausted all the limit, 1,50,000. Okay. Then you are like you want to invest in NPS more. So in that case, you can government provide that you can claim benefit for 50,000 more. So if you have exhausted all the limits, and after that also you have the investment in a national pension scheme, then it becomes 2 lakh, and this is covered under section 80 CCD 1B, additional contribution to national pension scheme.
So you mean to say I need to invest NPS, that is 1,50,000 plus
Hmm.
50,000 to get the 50,000 benefit, right?
No, sir. Like if you have exhausted all the amount here, 1,50,000, okay, and
Till NPS. Till
even this is
NPS.
not covered,
Yeah.
even this is not covered in this, then
Okay.
additional benefit you can avail of the 50,000.
Okay, so till 80 CCC, if I invested 1,50,000 and additionally I invest NPS 1,50,000, then I'll get 50,000 as a
Or you can say that
addition.
this plus this. If you have exhausted all the limits here, 1,50,000, then you can claim the another 50,000. But this is only for contribution to a national pension scheme.
So say suppose I have exhausted till 80 triple C, and after that I invest only 50,000 and not 1,50,000. Still I'll get 50,000 as NPS?
Yeah.
Addition. Okay,
Yeah, sure. You can avail that benefit.
okay, thank you.
So
Please hurry this thing. Okay. So, let's say I'm having life insurance schemes,
yeah.
and I'm having it for 30,000, and I'm taking it on EMI for a period of 3 years.
Sir,
So
actually
every year I'll be paying.
you are not audible properly.
Yeah, is it audible now?
Yeah. Please.
Okay.
Volume is low.
So
Well,
let's say
huh.
I'll type it. I'll type it.
Okay, please type. So you please type. I will move to the another section, that is 80D. 80D, it covers the benefit of medical insurance. If you have taken some insurance and you are paying premium for that medical insurance, you can avail that amount also in IT, IT return. So medical insurance for self, spouse, and children, it is 25,000. Okay. Plus, if you have your parents and condition apply, your parents should be senior citizen above 60 years, then only you can get the extra benefit of 25,000 plus 5,000 if you uh, expend your expenditure is on something like health checkup, etc., for your parents. Then yes, this 5,000 is also you can claim as deduction. So total limit is only 25,000. But if you have parents and they are also senior citizen, then another extra benefit of 25,000 plus 5,000. 5,000 only if you are getting health checkups, etc., for your parents in that financial year. All clear?
And this 25, this is Ritukesh. This
Uh,
25,000 is for?
And next, this 25,000.
Yes, for senior citizen.
Yeah. If you have your parents also Okay, that your parents are also dependent on you, and they are also senior citizen, and you expend some amount on their medical insurance, or for that purpose you can claim that benefit of 25,000.
And this 5,000 is for?
Health checkup, etc. Regular health checkup.
Okay, this
Health
is for
checkup.
regular health checkup.
Yeah, health
5,000.
checkup for your parents.
Okay.
Then it's come 80DDD. Sorry, 80DD, medical treatment for handicapped dependent. If you have some dependent of yours from your family, and he is totally dependent on you. Okay. So for their medical treatment, you can also avail the benefit 1,25,000 is the ceiling limit. You can't cross the limit of 1,25,000. Like you can expend amount anything what you want on his treatment or her treatment, but the maximum deduction you can only avail is 1,25,000. Then it comes section 83B,
Yeah.
medical
Hello.
expense. Yes, please.
Yeah, this is Ritukesh. How does handicapped you are defining it? Yeah, is it a by birth if a handicapped, or it is something after the birth handicapped you are
See,
defining?
doctor, you require a declaration from doctor, which is specified by the Income Tax Act. That certificate you must have. You have to produce that certificate, and then you can claim that benefit. Means MBBS doctor will declare this person is handicapped. That there is a prescribed certificate. In doctor will certify that certify, then you have to produce that certificate to the finance team and or HR team. On when you produce now, then you can claim that benefit.
Okay.
So one thing I would like to clear all that these all things when you file your ATR, you have to produce all the proofs also. You have to produce all the proof, like you have invested in some NPS, some PPF, some LIC, some bond. If you are not able to provide the proof and you are still availing the benefit, income tax notice will surely come to your house. Okay, so Harinivasan ji asked some question. If the life insurance premium is paid in EMI, say 30,000 over a period of 3 years, 10,000 every year, will I claim able to only claim 10,000 every year or a 10? Yes.
Only premium, you will get a deduction in the financial year for the premium paid, not for the sum assured.
Actually, whatever amount you are paying as a premium for this financial year is only claimed as a deduction. So in your case, it will be 10,000, not 30,000. Next 10,000 will be claimed by you in next financial year, then another 10,000 in next financial year. Clear?
Oh, got it. Thank you.
Okay. So next, medical expenditure for self. If you are specified, you have some specified disease which are recognized by government, so you can also claim the benefit of expenditure you incurred on your disease also. Specified disease here also, like I googled it last night, so it come like something even I can't pronounce, dementia, etc. Like there are some diseases, I'm not from medical background, like which government say these are specified diseases, and person is not normal, he's not normal like another person, and some other diseases. So the specified disease, whatever the government is saying, you can also claim the benefit for that. Another question here in chat, under 80D for medical insurance deduction, is the company group medical insurance also included? No. The company, what is providing is company's part. If you have some medical insurance from your part, from your salary, that is deduction. That is all. The company with whatever the company is providing insurance, etc. This is already the part of your salary. The gross
already. Actually, company is already claiming that deduction in the form of the expenditure. That's why you can't claim.
yeah, please.
The thing is, like Hari told,
Hmm.
10,000 per year. So what if we are upgrading our premium
Ah.
to 30,000 in 1 year
Uh,
and we are getting higher coverage?
yeah,
So is that
if I am right, like you are saying, like 10,000 for this, and another year it's become 20,000 or
in
15,000.
10,000 I'm getting 5 lakh coverage. So if I boost that up to
Hmm.
10 lakh coverage and I'm able to give higher premium like 30,000.
Yeah, you can claim, but that limit, 1,50,000
Up to the maximum limit.
should not cross that limit. And you have to provide that certificate that I have upgraded that kind of thing. Okay. After that, 80U expenditure on self suffering from diseases. You are suffering from any diseases from that also.
Medical insurance
Ah,
of self, spouse and children
ah,
is applicable like 25,000.
yeah,
1 year,
only 25.
excluding that 1.5 lakh. So
Yeah. Excluding that only. That is
1.5 lakh is different.
see here. Here I have the see these all things 1,50,000. Combining these things 2 lakh. They should not cross 2 lakh. Then these are different apart from that part. Okay. Then I think I explained wrong in last point. Whatever I explained in the last point was applicable for this suffering from disability. Something disability that you are not normal person, like that kind of thing will be covered in this part, 1,25,000. And this expenditure is for self. You are expending some amount on your self disease, normal diseases, etc. That will be covered in this section, and you can claim the benefits for 1 lakh. And apart from this, like in our company, it will not be applicable because we provide HRA in our salary part. Okay, house rent allowance. But some companies only provide basic salary and bonuses, etc. HRA is not covered in that part. In that case, the Income Tax Act says that you can then get the benefit if you are living on rented accommodation. You can also get the benefit of HRA, but in another section, that is section 80G. Like here, whatever I here explained is for if your company is providing your HRA, some HRA, then only you can claim the benefit of HRA here. But if your company is not providing HRA, then you can claim the benefit of rented accommodation in another section, that is section 80G, and the maximum limit for this is 60,000. You can whatever you have expended on your rent, that will obviously, but the benefits you will be getting is only for 60,000.
But conditions.
Another question. What the procedure of increase the employees PF contribution? What the current interest rate on the PF collected? Honestly, and Hari Nivasan, I will get to your answer, but I do have to some research because I don't have proper answer for your question. So I will get back to your question.
What's the procedure to increase the PF contribution and what's the current interest rate on the PF?
There is another section or law, I think, for
around
this
8%.
8 to 12%. I think.
PF पे अभी currently 8% के around है.
Yeah, 8%, 7.6 तो सुकन्या समृद्धि जो highest है.
8 point के आसपास.
In
8.
PPF it's 7.1.
Hmm.
In Samriddhi it's around 7.
Highest rate of interest सुकन्या समृद्धि scheme पे जो 7.8 या 7.6 है, तो I don't think this is 8%. So Harinivasan, I don't have proper answer now. I will get back to your question sometime later.
Okay.
Actually, this is very vast topic, IT. I have already said that we need, there was a proper semester for this to understand. So another section is section 80E, interest paid of on education loan. So there is no ceiling or no limit for what you can claim as a interest paid on education loan. If suppose you have taken some education loan, so the only condition is interest paid for a period of 8 years. Like you have taken the education loan today. So from 8 years from today's date is the limit only. In between that period, you can only avail the benefits of whatever interest you have paid. It's maybe 1 lakh, it's maybe 50,000, maybe 2 lakh, but whatever you interest on education loan you have paid will be only deductible in between 8 years of the loan sanction. Okay, getting my point? Initial 8 years. Then it is section 24, interest payment on home loan. Okay, so there was a section here, principal repayment of home loan. That was covered in home loan. Sorry, section 80C. But the interest part on the home loan is covered under section 24. That is, and the limit for this is 2 lakh. Like suppose you have taken 20 lakh and the principal part becomes 4 lakh. Plus you are paying also the interest. Like suppose you are paying interest on this at 10% per annum. 10% per annum. So 10% is 2 lakh, and that 2 lakh part is also divided into 5 parts, is equal to this divided by 5 parts. So interest paid on home loan for this year, that will be 40,000. You can claim here in this section, section 24. Okay. Conditions apply. If you are, if कितना
EPF का always हमेशा याद रहेगा. EPF, not PPF.
PPF 7.1.
7.
Even getting lower data.
Yes.
team Hari Nivasan, the rate of interest for EPF was correct 8.1. Confirm. So we were on this interest payment on home loan. So 40,000 that you can claim here. But in this case, you have taken a home loan for only 20 lakh. So interest become 40,000. But in the maximum limit is 2 lakh. If your interest payment is for 2 lakh for a year, given year, then you can also claim that. If it crosses 2 lakh, like interest payment is 2,50,000, then it will be restricted to only 2 lakh only. And one more thing, if you have a self-occupied property and you have taken the home loan for that property only, and you are also claiming the benefit of principal repayment plus interest payment, then you can't avail the benefit of HRA here. Getting my point? Any questions?
One more thing. If you have already 2 self-occupied property, then even you can't avail the benefit.
Yeah. If you have a self-occupied property, okay.
More than.
And I am repeating, if you have a self-occupied property, whether it is 1, 2, or 3, and you have taken the home loan, and you are paying the principal amount plus interest, okay. Then if you are availing the benefit of this interest income here in section 24, then you can't avail the benefit here in HRA and also here in section 80G. G. Getting my point?
Nitish, I have a question. So,
yeah.
Let's suppose like I have a home in Delhi and now I'm living in Pune. So
Sir, your voice is low. Voice is low. Sorry.
Is it audible now?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is like if I have a home in Delhi and I'm paying the interest amount over there for the home loan, now I'm due to my job I'm living in Pune, so I have to. So can I claim the HRA in that?
Yeah. There are few conditions or few exemptions where you can claim the both benefits, home loan plus and HRA also. So like in your case, you at your property where what is that is in Delhi, who is living there?
My parents.
Eh?
My parents.
Okay, your parents, or we can say the family,
Yes.
your family. So in that case, you can avail the benefits, but we have to recheck something like the provisions again.
See, in your case, now, if you have already two self-occupied property, then
Yeah.
if you have two self-occupied property, means if you have already your own two houses, then you can't claim the benefit of interest in the section 80EE or principal amount. You can claim HRA since you are not, you have not your own house in that city where you are located right now.
Yeah, so but that would give me the benefit of both things, right? Because I'm paying, let's suppose I'm renting a PG over here, and then
Yeah,
I'm
But
paying
it
the
is
house.
restricted to maximum two house.
sir,
Okay.
now for now you have only one self-occupied property.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you are living in Pune where you are paying rent.
Yes.
Yeah. So, in your case, you can avail the benefit, but at the filing of ITR, you should be prepared with all the proofs. Like at my self-occupied property, I have taken home loan. There is someone, my family is living there, and here you should also, I think, prepare a document like you are migrated that city for the job purpose, etc. So you should be prepared. You can, in your case, you can avail the benefit since you are
Okay.
having only one self-occupied property and you have migrated for relocated for job in this region. So it is a valid case. You can avail the benefit, but the condition only is that there will be some questions from the government when you will be filing ITR. So you should be ready for that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Then, okay, this section is new, 80EEA. What is this? In Union Budget of financial year 19, the government come with this scheme. Government come with this scheme that that if you are cross that limit of 2 lakh on interest on home loan, then you can claim another benefit of 1,50,000. Okay, additional interest on home loan. Still you are still that 2 lakh amount is not full to pay your interest, and you are paying interest higher than that amount 2 lakh. Then you can claim that benefit in under section 80EEA. Condition apply. The loan sanction should be in between April 2019 to March 21.
And there is ceiling up to rupees 40 lakh. A loan amount should not be exceed up to 40 lakh.
40 lakh. 35.
45.
Okay, 40. Then we come to the last part, that is 80G deductions. Sorry, donations. Donation related to donation. Home, this is your part. Suppose you are a very kind person, gentle person, philanthropist, and you are donating amount, and you are very kind and you are donating some amount, like where you can donate and not and first of thing, the material and donated materials that are donated, like something clothes, like something food, etc., that can't be claimed. Like government is not free to check that what is the value of your donation in the form of material. So that material benefit in kind, whatever you donated in kind, that can't be give benefit for you. Only the money amount that you have donated in government related donation or NGO related donation, that also should be specified and aggregated, like recognized NGOs, etc. Government, what comes under government, like perfect example is uh, PM, something like PM fund. PM fund is there where PM Care Fund. It was started when and COVID time. I have also donated 500 amount there, but I haven't claimed that benefit. So
For that, they must have a certificate.
yeah, government related institution always provide with you with the certificate, but please be careful whenever you donate to some NGO, etc. Please check whether they are recognized or not, and whether they are providing you the certificate or not. So amount is, you if you are state or central government related donation, you can claim the benefit 100%. Other NGO, it differs. Minimum is 50%, but it differs from 50 to 100%. Some NGOs you can all avail the benefit of 100%, and that is also specified by government. Government is the only institution that will be mandating you that what percentage of benefit you can avail. Another thing, the donations you can avail, or you can, the benefits you can avail is only 10% of your gross income. Like you donated your all income, you are so kind that you donated your 100% income, because you have other sources of income also. But the government says the benefit only you can avail is 10% of the gross total income earned in that year, financial year. Questions, 3 questions, I think. First one is Akash Kumar. If I am paying interest for home loan and home loan is in the name of 2%, me and my father, I pay 40 per approx of the interest. In that case, Akash, whatever part come in your only your part only, whatever
rata
amount
basis. On the
pro rata basis, it will be calculated, and whatever
you both person can.
whatever amount that is coming in your part, like you have taken two amounts, like 10 lakh and 10 lakh, 10 lakh in the name of your father, 10 lakh in the name of yours. So 50-50, that kind of thing, and it will be specified in that document agreement, whatever you have taken. Please.
Akash,
Yeah.
in your case, if your father is not claiming the deduction, you can claim whole the amount. If your father is claiming the deduction, so then you can go for pro rata basis.
Okay.
Another question.
Either anyone can claim or both can claim on pro rata basis.
Yes.
Are donations made to alumni funds of government institute like IIT, NIT also included in ATG? I think it will be covered under government section. Like, but we should always recheck whether this is coming under these donations or not. Like, I think it will be covered under IIT and NIT, etc.
We are not sure, but when you make donation, you ask for the certificate to claim the exemption.
And if they say that, yeah, you can claim the benefit, you donate. And if they said we can't provide any certificate, that means that they can't they can't give you the certificate and you can't avail the benefit. Abhishek was raising hand. He was asking something. Abhishek.
Yeah, Nitesh.
One
Yeah,
more
thank
question
you.
is there in the
Nitesh, I have one query
Yeah.
regarding this donation to NGO. See, I am also donating per month to this MILAP fund.
Milaf
So,
fund.
whether you have knowledge that, yeah, MILAP and Impact Group,
Mhm.
these things.
Mhm.
So, whether means the amount spent over there can be availed under tax deduction, or means if you have any understanding of this.
Yeah, as I just mentioned before, please ask for certificate from them. If they are saying that, yes, sir, you can avail, like, check here, you can check the benefits, you can avail the benefits, then you will be sure that, yeah, I can avail the benefit. Actually,
Even on the receipt, when you are donating, on the receipt, that it will be written that it is exempt under section this and a certificate number, via certificate number of this. So that on the receipt you can check. Otherwise, you can ask for the certificate. I have to claim the this donation as a deduction under section 80G.
And any NGO or any institution which is asking for donation, if they comes under the acknowledged institution, they will always first thing they will always say that we are an recognized institution and you can avail the benefit, because they are getting donation. So if you are doubtful, you should check. That's your call.
Okay. Okay, but amount transferred to this NGO funds are always covered under 80G, or it can be covered under 80C also.
No, 80C, no, not 80C. It is covered under 80G.
Not 80, 80G.
Only
80G only. Okay, I'll check. Okay.
So I have covered main deductions that are of your concerns. Like there are so many deductions, ATT, ATTTA, something. There are so many, but I can't cover all the things in just one class. So, so whatever part is like of your concern, I have covered. Any questions?
Nitesh, hi, Mudit here. I'm having a question.
What?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nitesh, Mudit here.
Understood.
Nitesh, I just want to ask in the first sheet, what you mentioned that when you calculate the tax on a pro rata basis for the current financial year,
Yeah.
so I think it will vary on the date of joining, right? If the guy is joining on 1st April, then it will go
I
differently.
am getting to these things now.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for asking. You were asking something, Harinivasan? In case we fail to file ITR or has been filled incorrectly, what is the penalty or consequence? Most of the time, government understand your queries and
Let
it
me
extend.
answer this. In case we fail to file ITR or it has been filed incorrectly, what is the penalty for the consequences related? Firstly, if you have failed now, then 5,000 rupees 5,000 is penalty amount, and you can file the ITR up to the next 31st March.
Next financial year.
And if you have incorrect file your return, then you can make revise and there is no charges, but there is time limit. You have to revise that ITR before
Specified time limit provided by the government.
yeah, date may be get extended by the government.
Okay, so coming back to Mudit's question.
In the current scenario now, for the assessment year 22 to 23, it is 31st December. If anybody has incorrect file their return, they can revise that return under section 139 subsection 4.
So, sir, and whenever the new person who are joining here, HR or we can say Neha always ask them to fill the two forms, 12B form and 12BB form, and that is very important to us. And Neha always says that I am following, but no one is responding, that kind of thing. So that was the main reason to take this KSL. So why 12B form is important, I will definitely let you know by an example. Like I have a blank copy of 12B form. First of all, what is 12B form? 12B form is like some employee changes his organization in between the financial year. Suppose he was working, he joined 1 April, 1st April. Yeah. Thomas Shelby. Come to the example of Thomas Shelby, Mr. Thomas Shelby. He joined at 1 April 2022, but due to some reason he left the organization on like 30th September 2022, and he joined a new organization, that was Chuck Renovation. Because Chuck Renovation was providing so many benefits and work environment was so good, so he decided that I will join Chuck Renovation. Peaky Blinders is not working good for him, so he decided to join Chuck Renovation on 1st October 2022. Okay, so his gross salary, suppose for example, was 1 lakh for that in Peaky Blinders. Okay, getting my points? And here he is getting his gross salary revised by 1 minute, please. Like his gross salary is revised here 1,50,000 in Chuck renovation. Okay, in Chuck his salary is revised 1,50,000 monthly. So what happens if we calculate his tax on the basis of company, like what he was getting in Peaky Blinder? So he was getting for the 6 month, April to 30, September, April to September, what he was getting? Only 6 lakh. Okay, and from that 6 lakhs, 1,80,000 was already deducted in HRA, 50,000 was already deducted. Okay, like here I make it 6 lakh. So his gross total income becomes 3,70,000, and he has to pay no tax because from 0 to 5 lakh, if you are a salaried person only, you don't have to pay any tax for the 5 lakh amount. Okay, you get some rebate about the 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh. Okay, are you getting my point? Hope everyone is getting my point. But government what says? Your taxable income will be calculated on annual basis. What you earn annually. Okay, but Thomas Shelby left his organization Peaky Blinders on 30th September, but he joined Chuck on 1st October. And here also he is earning some amount. So tell me one thing, his income at Chuck renovation is taxable or not? Anyone? Hello, hello. I think everyone has left.
No, it will be taxable. Cumulative होगा ना?
Sorry, taxable because he is earning this in this financial year. And if we calculate his income on this basis, like 1,50,000, and we come here, make it for the on assumption that he will be working 6 months here from up to 31st March, it will be coming 9 lakh. His income will be coming to 9 lakh. So he will be earning only 6,70,000 gross income, sorry, and some deduction will be provided. His taxable income will become 5,20,000. But this assumption is wrong because what he has earned not only 6 lakh, not only 9 lakh, he has earned 6 lakh plus 9 lakh, that come to 15 lakh. The total income for this financial year is 15 lakh, and that is his current income, and his taxable salary after all these deduction providers will be 11,20,000. That is the correct, very correct figure, and that will let us come to the correct figure. That will be his tax will be 1,54,440 for this financial year. Are you getting my point? So that's why we always say that please fill the 12B form. What is 12B form? Let's come to the 12B form. The 12B form is only it is said to be filled when you are changing your organization in between the financial year. Suppose what information we ask in 12B form is the information related to your previous employer, and not so complicated questions we ask only name of the employer, 10 if you have PAN number of your employer, what was the period of employment for this financial year in which the tax has to be calculated, your allowances, your basic income, perquisites, and total income, plus what amount on the basis of assumption was deducted by your previous employer. Like your previous employer has also deducted some amount as a TDS, and he has already deposited in the government account. But how we will come to this knowledge? By this 12B form, that this amount is already deducted. If you are getting some increment here in Chakra, then what I will say that I will adjust that amount. Like suppose he already tax deducted was in this case was 50,000. 50,000 was already deducted. So for the next 6 months, the only tax which the Thomas Shelby have to pay is 1,04,000 only, and that will I will further bifurcate in 6 months. So the net TDS that will be deducted from Mr. Thomas Selby gross salary will be 17,000. Are you getting my points, everyone? What is the purpose for 12B form? In case there is no income in India, is 12B still relevant? Like in India or in abroad, whatever you have,
If he is
resident of India,
then
it is of our concern, whatever amount you have earned in that financial year. The main purpose is to get the knowledge that whatever you have earned in that financial year and what you are going to earn in this the remaining part of this financial year. So if you are earning something, then it is relevant. If you haven't earned anything and you have joined, like you have joined as a fresher, and you haven't earned anything in this financial year and you joined today only in 9th of December, then it is of not concern because you are a fresher. I hope everything is clear to all. Please respond.
Yes.
Valuable inputs from the platform. We got like few more papers.
So moving next, that is 12BB declaration. What is this? This is also a very simple form. Like 12BB declaration is like whatever deductions I have or IT deduction that I explained in the first part of this meeting, like that these were, for example, these were deductions from here to here and plus HRA. So whatever benefit you are availing in this financial year from here to here, that is to be filled in this 12BB declaration. First, HRA, what are you paying? Rent paid to the landlord on annual basis, not on monthly basis. What you are supposed to pay in this whole year. Name and PAN number of landlord. It is only applicable, please note. PAN shall be furnished if the aggregate rent paid during the year exceed 1 lakh. If you have paid the rent in the previous year for more than 1 lakh, then you only have to provide the name and the PAN number of your current landlord. Deductions like deduction 80C, 80CCC, 80CCD, 80C, 80CCC, that is subsections of these. Other deduction apart from 80C is covered under this. So how you will come to this figure? There are some like these are the names and columns representing the different sections. You have just to fill that amount if you have some investment in these and put a formula of sum here and get that link that formula to here. Other investment related to other sections. Like suppose you have invested here 50,000, here 52,000, here 10,000. Then you can only what you have to do, put some formula. Like you have, so for example, you have invested 67,000 and link that formula here is equal to this. Okay. Anything in section 80, how you will come? Here is a column, section 80. Like life insurance policy, if you have some like 2 lakh, PPF, you have 1,50,000. Anything else you can add here, some investment in annuity plan, bonds, etc. Anything you have, you can just mention here and link this thing to, you can just link this thing to here in this cell. So This is 12BB form, as simple, very simple. New question, we have old system of taxation and new system. What is difference and which one is better? Narayan, I think you joined late today because I have already covered this part in initial part. No worries, I will cover once again that you are right. There are two regimes, old regime and new regime. What is main difference between this is only difference is that the part in slab rates are being bifurcated further with different rate of taxes. Like for 0 to 22.5 lakh, there is no tax in old regime as well as in new regime. From 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh, there is a tax of 5% in old regime as well as new regime. After that, 5 to 10 lakh, it is 20% in old regime. Above 10 lakh, it is 30% in old regime. In new regime, 5 to 7 lakh, 7.5 lakh, sorry, it is 10%. 7.5 lakh to 10 lakh, it is 15%. 10 lakh to 12.5%, it is 20%. 12.5 lakh to 15%, it is 25%. And more than 15 lakh, it is 30%. The another difference, and that is the main difference, is that in old regime you can avail all the benefits mentioned here. Deduction related to section 80C, 80CCC, 80CCCD, 80CCCD, ACC, 80CCC, CCD1B. All the deductions, you can claim all the benefits here, even the standard deduction. But in new design, it you can't claim any benefit of these deduction. So what is the benefit, you have to decide on your own, because if you don't have any investment, why you would go for old regime and pay pay on this slab 5 to 10 lakh 20%, like you will pay 1 lakh 1 lakh simply in this slab rate if you are choosing the old regime. But same thing in here, you will be paying for 25,000 here and some amount here, that will be definitely lesser than this amount. But you have to decide, if you have some deductions, so you can move to this slab also. If you can avail the deduction, then your uh, tax will be surely low. But if you don't have deduction, you must choose this design, because the tax rates are less from as compared to this old regime. Am I clear, Narayan? Mm. New questions. If we moved on rent in the middle of the year and paid rent for only 3 or 4 months, should we include the amount for only 3 or 4 months or the projected rent for 12 months? Like if you have moved recently somewhere and you have paid only rent for 3 or 4 months, so you should go on assumptions what you will be paying for the next 4 or 5 months also till 31st March 2022, because deductions you are getting and tax we calculate on assumption basis. What you will be earning in this financial year, what deduction you will be claiming in this financial year. So like you should always go on assumption that what the rent in gross you will be paying for this whole financial year, not for the actual rent you have paid. Can the deduction be filled any point of the financial year? Yeah, you can fill today, but the no at the time of joining your like he said that he invested in the middle of year in any plan. You can invest anywhere in the middle of the year, but the only deduction you can claim is the only premium part as described in IT Income Tax Act. Can the brokerage and deposit also included in paid rent? No, no, no. These part is not covered in the rent. Any questions? More questions? Hello? I'm not getting any response from your side. Please be Hello, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So 12B, 12BB form, IT sections, all clear to everyone? No doubts?
Yeah, not from my side.
Okay. Thank you so much. So one thing also, I had made a video on how to file expenses, and I have shared that to the WhatsApp group also, and to the email group also. So have you gone through that video? And if any question how to file your reimbursement, you can ask me. No question? We have moved to our new portal for filing expenses and marking attendance, that is HR1. So any question related to that, how to file your reimbursement on new HR1 portal. If you have any question related to that, although I have shared that video in the group, but still if you have any question, feel free to ask me.
Can you please share your number, because I have not gone through it. So once I go through it, if I have a question, I might ask you.
I have shared that video to team@chakra.in, but still I can forward that video. I will forward it later. I will.
Okay.
What was your name? Sorry, but
Nishant Raj.
okay. Sure. I will share again that video
Sure. Thanks.
on the group. So I think I have made all my points very clear to everyone how to file reimbursement and what are the different sections of Income Tax Act where you can avail the benefit. What is the importance of 12B form and 12BB form? Why it should be filled? And I have also provided answers to your doubt. So I think we should now end this session. All good? Should I end this session? Please respond, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your time.
There is no more question from my side.
Okay. Thank you so much.
And
Thank you,
thank you to
everyone.
Nitesh. It was such a very knowledgeable and how we can file our taxations and all. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Homen. Thank you. So thank you, everyone. Goodbye.